Hands up.
When I move, you move.
Just like that. 1, 2, 3.
That was cool. That was good. That was a good one.
Yeah, that was good. That felt good.
That doesn't happen often.
It does not. But what does happen often every week is this podcast. Welcome.
I'm done.
To it.
Knock on wood.
Okay, Jared's out.
Oh, you had me till that.
I don't have any wood in the room except this dick.
And I'm
Welcome to the podcast, everybody. How's it going? How's your Friday going, gentlemen?
Tight.
Toit
I'm
Friday.
glad it's Friday.
For reals, I'm glad it's Friday. What'd you order from where? What food are you getting right now delivered, Jared?
I got a burrito from Popo's Taqueria.
Have I eaten there? Is it a new place?
No, it's like, you might not have them in North Carolina. I don't know. It's basically...
I mean, I've never seen it. It's a chain?
Yeah, it's a chain, but it's the closest one to our house. So, and I like it better than Chipotle.
So it's like a Moe's Chipotle type thing, like you build your own?
Chipotle.
What?
More like Chipotle.
It's more similar to Chipotle, yeah.
Okay. Are you team Moe's? Or are you team Chipotle? Or are you team Popo?
I'm team Qdoba.
Really?
You ever heard? You know Qdoba?
Yeah, I know Qdoba. It was like right across from the Jimmy John's I worked at school. That's okay.
When I was on my honeymoon in Oregon, there was a Qdoba like attached to our hotel, basically, like right around the block, and we would get like super wasted or just whatever, and like stumble into Qdoba to eat, and it was the best burrito I've ever had in my life. But on the other side, Qdoba,
their tacos are good.
Yes,
they have like Taco Tuesdays, and it's like $2 for a taco or something.
Yes, but on the flip side, they fucked me one night because I was like
in the butt with a burrito.
Thankfully not, but I don't want.
They're thick.
I don't want carne inside me.
If it was Moe's, it would just fall apart.
It was like 9:30, and we were like jonesing for some bad food, and we were like, let's go to Qdoba and get burritos. And when we went downstairs, it was closed on like a Friday night at like 9:30 in Oregon. So I guess they close at weird times. But
that's like everything where I live right now in Clover, South Carolina. It's an old person town. Like everything closes 10 o'clock.
How far are you from like Charleston?
I think it's like an hour and a half, 2 hours.
That city's awesome.
So not that far.
Do you guys have a weird...
It's a day trip.
Liquor laws?
Oh, yeah, good question.
No. Normal. Mississippi does.
Where Kenny's from, like his family in Oklahoma, they have some weird-ass ones. Like
and Mississippi does,
I don't even think you could buy alcohol on Sundays. And you...
Like dry counties and shit?
Yeah, you can't buy it. Like you have to buy it like way earlier.
Listen, alcoholics should just move to Louisiana, okay? Like, if you really want to pursue that lifestyle, just move there. They sell liquor any time of day, any day of the week. They have liquor at 7-Eleven gas stations. I'm serious. You can go in there 11 o'clock at night in a gas station and buy a fifth of liquor. A full bottle of liquor.
Our 7-Eleven
it's insane.
By our house starts selling little mini bottles now.
That's nice.
Of like knockoff drink, like knockoff booze.
What's their knockoff whiskey? Have you seen it? What's the name?
I didn't see like the names of them because I was in a hurry, but hilarious. I could tell they were knockoffs because you know how like you see a normal bottle and you know like what the wrapper looks like.
It's the emblem, like you know.
Exactly. You see Smirnoff and you're like, that's a Smirnoff, or you see Jack Daniels. But these were like they were like close, but with subtle differences, like the cereal.
Yeah, so that you couldn't tell.
Instead of being like Smirnoff, it was like a big Russian eagle that was like purple with fucking swirly words around it. And I was like, oh, okay, knockoff vodka.
Like Like I don't know what the hell that is. Well, I'm Team Chipotle.
Boo.
I always have been Team Chipotle. And for me, it's the corn salsa, man. Their corn salsa beats everybody else's. I don't care about your queso. I don't care about that shit.
How much corn
I don't get
salsa are
queso
you
on my
eating?
shit. I don't get I don't get queso on my shit.
We're talking.
I don't
Hold
put
on.
queso in my burrito.
We're talking about corn salsa.
I like corn. I like corn.
There,
Okay, like little sweet corn salsa up on that shit, little niblets
Get
up
that
in the
corn out of my
steak.
face.
It's so
I'm not
good.
really a corn
when
guy.
you get the spicy
I like
steak
corn.
and you get the little pieces of corn in there, that's a sweet. Ooh, I love it.
I
It's
fucks
good.
with
It's
corn.
what makes it for me.
I like a little bit of corn and
what it
random ass
is.
shit, but not.
What?
I'm definitely not eating corn on the cob.
Like
Oh.
like your random ass shit,
Oh,
like little
Hot-
pieces of corn.
hot takes.
Yeah,
You
I mean,
won't
that
eat
happens.
corn on the cob?
Yeah.
no,
Corn on the cob is dope.
no.
So good.
Have you ever had Mexican like street corn on the cob with like cheese and all of that shit
I know
up
what you're
on
talking
it?
about.
Like, it's good.
No, and I wouldn't. I
You
like
should try
a
it.
little
Give it
bit
a try.
of corn.
It's good.
I won't, but I like a little bit of corn.
Okay.
and
Okay.
I just won't.
Do you, bro?
I'm
that's
really
fine.
picky though.
It's whatever. Like I
But-
hate pickles, but at least like I try it every now and then. They're like, hey, this is a new pickle. Try it out.
But
I'm
Moses
just like,
definitely winning,
Same.
and here's why.
I don't know.
Oh,
Like-
let the man talk.
Okay,
You had your turn.
Let's hear you. Let's hear him out.
One, I hate Chipotle.
Not a great start.
That you can't
What?
say a pro
He's just
for
right off the
Moe's
bat.
being
Fuck
a
Chipotle.
negative of someone else.
Yeah, it
Like,
is.
why do you like Moe's?
Why do I? They have something that Chipotle doesn't have. Chipotle sauce.
Oh, he's got you. No, he's a good
The
point.
name of the restaurant is Chipotle, and they don't have a single sauce called Chipotle sauce.
They don't. They have
Indians-
nondescript
Are you
sauce.
That's because they don't have like
Fucking
sauces like that.
No, they have,
At
they have
Chipotle?
nondescript sauce. If they're like Popos, they do the same thing where they have a sauce
They
they'll
have-
give you, but it's not like anything specific. It's just like, you want some green?
You want sauce?
You
No.
want some sauce?
Moe's has a very specific,
Some pink sauce?
relatively
Yeah.
unknown.
I have. I like Moe's, and I'm not shitting on Moe's. I like their sauces.
but
I
they-
do, and they've got a bunch of different sauces
they-
too. Like
they-
they're top notch.
But they're
They are.
Chipotle Ranch. It's
It's
actually
dynamite.
It's really fucking good, and
It's good.
that would put me over the top of a lot of
Because
different.
I get the burrito bowl, and I'm just like, fuck it up,
me too.
fam.
I just have a shitload of because that sauce is so good.
Where do you guys
Yeah, do you-
stand on TJ, Tijuana Flats?
Tijuana Flats. I've only think I ate there once
I think I've only eaten
because
there once too,
and it was at the one like right there on Cortez.
and I don't like Chipotle's lettuce either.
It,
Not for me.
okay,
I'm more of like
that's
I
a weird
want
knock.
lettuce as fake as possible.
Okay,
Like, I
that's
want
a weird
some, like-
knock though.
Hot takes. Give me plastic lettuce.
No, I want lettuce that you would get in like
Like Subway.
a Subway sub.
Subway lettuce?
That's what I was
Oh,
literally
God.
thinking. I want that kind of lettuce. Give me the fakest lettuce
See,
you got. And there
See,
should be an
I've
option.
transferred. There should be a plastic lettuce option.
There should be a shitty
Give me
lettuce.
the Chuck E. Cheese
or-
lettuce.
And then leaves. And I don't want the leaves. I don't want to
Give me the Chuck E. Cheese
Go get
lettuce in the
lettuce.
back. Go get iceberg. You don't want your.
I want lettuce.
You want iceberg.
Okay.
No, you want iceberg
Yes,
lettuce.
that is exactly
that
what I
shit.
want.
That's like 99% water and like zero flavor.
Yes, I
That's
want.
what you
I
want.
want that. And
You just want the crispiness of it. That's it.
right. I don't want them
Yeah.
to go behind
No, I get where you're coming
the
from.
restaurant, rake up
Shake a
some
tree.
leaves, rip them
Well,
in
see,
half. and
I
throw
get
'em in
I
my
get
thing.
spinach. I get spinach now on my
Almost the s-
Subway subs.
Almost the same thing.
You get the steak and cheese deluxe. By the way, got to make it deluxe.
From
If you're not
Subway?
making it deluxe, yeah.
Who still eats?
Do you
at
make your
Subway?
subs deluxe?
I can't eat
Because
Subway.
it's not double meat. It's like 1.5, and it's a bit cheaper, but you still get a lot more meat.
I haven't eaten at
than, like, the
Subway in
normal
about
scoop?
6 years.
I haven't eaten in Subway in legitimately
Dude,
6 years, and
They've like switched up their menu a lot. They've got a lot more
I can't.
sandwiches and a lot more bread. They got ciabatta now.
no,
Good.
the very first time my diverticulitis flared up, I thought it was because I got food poisoning from Subway, and I was like, I'm going to die, and I swore off Subway forever, and I've got like a mental block. I can't eat it.
Yeah.
Mine's-
So what do you go for subs?
Publix.
Publix.
Mine's more
Just
once
strictly
I have
pub subs?
Pub
Publix
subs.
Are you like
subs,
Jimmy's at all?
The last time I ate Jimmy John's was the day of my wedding, and I probably will never eat it again.
I've had it a lot more recently than that.
I like Jimmy's.
It's more Jimmy John's was definitely more for the convenience of it because you could order it and it wasn't super expensive and they could bring it really. They are freaky fast.
Now that
they are. Let me tell you,
picky anymore. I'd probably eat Jimmy John's.
And it's quick. Like they just do it quick and it's cheap. But then where we live,
then the knock is that you can't get it toasted, but. Like, if you want it toasted, go somewhere else that toasts it.
I like their gargantuan sandwich.
They're tired of hearing about it.
We're tired.
Tell me about it. Like, oh my God, I got asked so many times, can you toast this? And I'm like, where am I going to fucking toast it?
We don't have a toaster.
I don't have a toaster. And they're like, can you throw it in the we don't have a microwave, sir.
Throw it in your microwave.
Take it home. Toast it your damn self. Like, you know what we're about.
Yeah, fucking jabroni.
Sorry, I get heated. That's PTSD.
Heated, unlike their subs.
No, I was ordering from them like a decent amount, and then they were like, "You're not in our zone," and I'm like, "Fuck you!" I ordered from you guys last week.
That's because they change their zones like quite often, which is weird.
Like an NBA defense.
So that was annoying. So then I said, "Okay, fuck it." But yeah, once you get better subs, Subway is just not an option.
Yeah. I don't know. I like Subway.
I'd rather go to Firehouse or Firehouse is really good.
Again, I'm team Subway, man. But you just said like change up the zones like NBA, and I had been thinking, they've done the game of zones.
But I'm not a rapper.
Bleacher Report had that like game of zones.
Yeah.
Like show. What are they gonna do now? Because Game of Thrones is over. They can't like follow that storyline.
They could still do it. They won't.
But they won't.
But they could. There isn't another. What's the next? Like, what's the second biggest show in the world? Is he obvious? Stranger Things.
Right now, yeah.
Probably. Right now.
But there's only like 3 seasons. Well, I mean, so I guess they could.
What's the biggest show on? There's nothing big on TV right now, really.
Yeah, there's really not.
So. Game of Thrones was the biggest thing ever, so of course they would be like, okay, why not?
And they just had so much like different storylines in the different houses, it just lined up. I don't think Stranger Things does.
No, but it's because the NBA is a joke of a league. Essentially, it's like it's like the WWE in wrestling is like if there was a TV show about a wrestling show, the NBA is just like a real life insanity league,
which actually like makes me. Like excited to watch it, especially this upcoming season. Because unlike WWE, the shit isn't planned. These dudes are just crazy.
Right.
Yeah, I say especially.
No, you said especially.
Especially.
Extra.
There was an X in there.
A little extra.
Well, because I am extra, especially extra especially.
Is extra Joe Pesci?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm Joe Pesci.
I'm Joe Pesci.
I'm extra Pesci.
He's like two Joe Pesci's.
Excited for this upcoming season because like there's just a lot of fucking crazy storylines. KD and Kyrie in New York.
Isn't he not playing for like most of the season because he tore his like
probably about half? But now there's reports that he's going to be coming back a lot sooner because they were saying he's going to miss the whole season. But now they're saying that he might actually play at some point.
The NBA is so boring.
Now that the Heat have a
what's really
player,
boring
I'm
is the sport that you're wearing a hat for, sir. Don't even get me started. Okay? Don't even get me started on your 162 games.
This is a city.
Whoa. Baseball's hot. We can talk about baseball another time, but let's talk about
baseball's hot because it's October and it's the only time that it's hot.
Okay, it's still hot though. When is tennis hot ever?
Wimbledon.
Wimbledon? As in, we're Wimbledon with this conversation?
Wimbledon? Yeah, I mean, like, I'm just saying I'm not a tennis fan. I'm not a fucking tennis fan, but
no, it's just
there's a spot in time where boring-ass sports are hot, and, it's Wimbledon.
It's America's
it's the World Series.
Baseball would be hot if they understood how to market people, like, at all. No, there's no cool baseball player.
There's like 2. There's like 2 or 3.
Who?
Bryce Harper.
Is Bryce Harper cool?
He's pretty cool.
I feel like he's a dick.
He's like the coolest one they've got.
Okay. Cool. All right. I'll give you Bryce Harper. Mike Trout has
Aaron Judge.
Aaron Judge looks like Shrek. There's nothing cool about him.
Yeah, but he's cool.
He was cool like 3 years ago.
He hits homers.
He actually just sold his
cool.
jersey. Just sold #1 again.
Okay,
yeah, that's what he's cool.
I retract. Aaron Jones is Aaron.
And yeah,
Gordon. Aaron Jones. I was thinking about the game last night.
He's definitely ogre. Yeah, they're cousins.
Who?
Aaron Judge.
Those two.
Yeah,
Aaron Judge. I got there.
Aaron Judge and Aaron Gordon. They
look real similar.
But they just don't have any cool players. If they had a marquee player that people could like get behind.
Well, that's because there's 500 of them that you have no fucking clue who they are.
No, they just have no personality because baseball doesn't allow them to.
Baseball's doing fine.
Yes, baseball's doing fine, but baseball would be bigger if they had personalities, if they were cool.
I mean, once
they're pretty big.
The America's pastime, it's now the third.
No, it's America's pastime.
It's not America's pastime.
I know, but it's definitely third.
It's not America's pastime.
Actually, if you want to count college, I'd say it's fourth.
It's 100%.
It goes NFL.
Football is the king.
College football.
No, it's America's
basketball,
now,
baseball.
But the pastime?
Yeah,
that's not what they're saying when they say America's pastime. They're saying this is how we pass the time, not this is the time that has passed.
Okay.
All I'm saying is that
America's
baseball
pastime?
plays. It's baseball. Like I don't.
Yeah, there's a lot of very old expressions, Alex.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean that they still apply.
But baseball sucks. Moving on. What are you guys, if at all, excited about?
Baseball.
Okay.
Jimmy Buckets.
Thanks. Didn't know that. Jimmy Buckets. He moved somewhere, didn't he?
Yeah, he's in Miami, baby.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, let's go.
Don't know how that's going to go, but he's going to ball. That's all I know.
Did you know? I
think y'all are a playoff team.
Fun statistic for you. Jimmy Butler has more game-winning buckets in the last 2 minutes of the fourth quarter than any other player currently in the league.
Yeah,
now all we got to do is find a way to keep it close.
Yeah.
Yeah, which you guys did last year.
We drafted
You were close to the playoffs.
Not really. We drafted a kid out of Kentucky, the white sharpshooting kid, and he's been a beast.
He's a baller. Yeah. Hero or something
Tyler Hero. Yeah.
Hero.
Tyler Hero. I think it is Hero.
I think it's pronounced Hero. But he's going to be the hero.
The really funny thing about it is he's
a shooter.
He was called a walking bucket at Kentucky. And that has rolled over to the NBA with his with the team, so everybody refers to him as a bucket.
Buckets and walking buckets.
Exactly, and so Miami Heat fans have been going on Wikipedia and changing his parents' names to Mr. and Mrs. Bucket and shit like that.
Walking bucket.
Yeah, he is a bucket.
I'm excited for that LA battle, man. Seeing those two teams with those superstars, it's gonna be wild. But I'm also excited for Zion. Come on. And a lot of people, including, I'm pretty sure, both of you, or at least Jared, you gave him no props.
I'm walking it back. It's going
to be a dud.
I'm walking it back. I'm walking it back. Zion Williamson is probably going to be an absolute animal.
Yeah.
But
the hype on him right now is pretty crazy.
The hype is crazy. I don't think it's
they put him at 42. Have you seen it? The list of top 50 or top 100 players, they already have him at 42. I'm like, what? That's insane. He shouldn't even be on the list.
It's not sustainable. Well, it's not sustainable. I don't know about. Yeah, I know he's never played, but he's.
As soon as he plays one game, you could put him on the list.
But I don't think he'll be
a top 50 NBA player when he hasn't played a game. I just don't get that.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Do I think he is going to be one of the greats of all time? No. But I do think he's going to be an absolute fucking baller. I think he could be a Hall of Famer.
Who's the next old guy that's going to have a retirement tour? Because it was Dirk and D Wade last year. Mm-hmm. Who's still in the league that's old? Vince Carter, right?
Vince. It's probably going to be Vince this year.
But he could fuck around and keep playing. You never know with him. So who's another old NBA guy? Because I feel like we're slowly moving past all of them.
Yeah. Well, I think honestly, the truly next farewell tour is going to be LeBron.
He's not going anywhere for another 5 years at
Tony
least.
Parker?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, Tony Parker. Tony Parker still in the league. Memphis.
Wait, he moved to Memphis now?
I'm pretty sure he's still
been
in
there
Memphis.
a few years.
Yeah. I only know that though because I played with him on 2K.
He was in Charlotte.
He was in Charlotte. I think he's with Memphis now.
He was in Charlotte this just past year. Like, what do you mean a couple years? He was literally just in Charlotte.
Yeah,
how long has he played for Charlotte?
Well, this past year is all I know.
And
I didn't know if he moved on.
So,
like you said, past couple years. Like,
yeah.
And he went from the Spurs to Charlotte. Is
he still with Charlotte?
That's what, as far as I knew.
Or did he retire? I don't think he retired. Go back up to what?
I don't know.
All right, let me take care of this.
And I think the Houston situation is going to be pretty wild. I don't see that working out whatsoever.
Why?
No, that's
they're completely opposite different players.
They're scorers.
Now, if Russ can finally get his shit together and
completely opposite. They're both
pass the ball
scorers.
And play off ball and play defense, like that's going to be one of the worst defensive teams I think in the league.
Here's my question, because I'm just curious, because obviously
you're just gonna have to outscore people.
I think you definitely watch more basketball than either of us. I'm starting to get back into basketball, but I feel like Russ was just on his own a lot in OKC, which is why he was putting up. And he was doing everything. I know he had Paul George there for a short time, but pre-Paul George, when Russ was having to average a triple-double, he was primarily by himself.
Well, he didn't have to. He just did.
Yeah,
that's just what Russ does.
But best player wants the ball, right?
Well,
so let the man play.
It's a disaster.
But even Michael Jordan had to realize he had to pass if he wanted to win championships.
He's not going to pass. It's going to be a disaster.
That's what I'm saying. They're going to get to the playoffs, but they're going to lose.
Yeah.
First round.
I mean, they're probably going to lose in the playoffs.
Because there's two different types of scorers. The needs the ball to score, and then the ones that don't need the ball, and then they score. Like Kevin Durant doesn't need the ball in his hands to be an efficient scorer. Dirk Nowitzki, he could just score.
Yeah, that's right. That's
JJ Redick was your next fucking example.
JJ Redick, dude. Ray Allen.
Ray Allen. They could just score without the ball. Right. They don't need it in their hands. They're good with it in their hands.
Dwayne Wade.
Russ can't do that, and his career has been
Russ or James Harden can't do that. So
James Harden needs the ball in his hands to score.
He has to.
Yes.
He has to get cooking.
Yes. So
he has to get the juke.
How is it going to be better with him with Russ than with Chris Paul? It doesn't make any sense.
That's a good question.
They're already horrible at playing because they only play ISO ball. That's what they do. They play ISO ball with James Harden, and that cannot win championships ever. And now you bring in another ISO player who also wants the ball. So you have two ISO players, both want the ball, and they're both great players. But how do you run that system? I just don't see it.
I think it can win just because James Harden's insane.
They can't win a championship, is what I'm saying. They're going to win a lot of games.
With Russell Westbrook, no.
No, they're going to win a lot of games.
But they are in trouble for the...
All right, so then who's... Because, Corey, I bet you have an interesting opinion on this. Who's coming out of the West?
Dude, honestly, I have no idea. The West is going to be a madhouse because it's one of the LA teams. It's one of the LA teams.
If Boogie hadn't torn his ACL, I would have said the Lakers. But I think it's Clips. With Boogie going down, I could see the Clips.
I think it's Clips. But I also think, the top five, it's going to be, Clippers, Lakers, Warriors, Houston.
I think
not in this order.
The
not
Lakers
in this order.
Could
That's
get
just
the 1 seed.
They're going to be up
and
there.
The Clips could still make it out of the West.
Yeah, I mean, and all five of those teams are going to be within a couple games. It's going to be ridiculous.
Definitely don't think the Lakers are getting the 1 seed. I think the Lakers will probably be a 4 seed. But
and a lot of people
the most wide open it's been in a little while.
The West is.
Yeah.
But East, Milwaukee, hands down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Boston will probably be decent again.
They're going to bounce back with Kyrie gone.
Yeah, the Sixers. The East
76ers. It's going to be the same teams that were there last year.
This is why we're going to be
but I think Miami's going to make it.
Detroit
Miami's going to make it in
with that 8 seed again.
I want to be in the playoffs again. The Wizards.
So that's what I'm excited about. But also moving into more current sports, NFL, which is king.
It is
not the
great season. No, but it's current time and future time.
Not in the past time.
I think they're okay with that. But NFL season so far has been pretty exciting. Did you guys catch the Thursday night game? I caught some of it.
I watched the whole first.
Did you see Derek Burnett kill that guy?
And no, because it happened like the first 5 minutes of the game. Because I turned it on like halfway through the first quarter.
That was a murder 187.
Oh, yeah.
It was like as he was getting carted off. And I'm like, what the fuck happened?
Oh, yeah. He got
insane.
Clapped pretty hard.
That was it.
But shouts out.
There can't be that many undefeated teams in the NFC North. We know the Lions are dominant. They're the only
Super Bowl bound.
There's only 7 undefeated teams now, including the Detroit Lions.
2-13-1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's gonna be our final record.
2-13-1, baby.
Well, actually, the last time the Bills.
That'll still be more wins than we have.
Which that division kind of flipped over because like they were like trash the past couple years. So
they made the playoffs 2 years ago, but the Bills.
I mean the division as a whole.
Yeah, they were bad last year and both years before that, and 1 year before those 2 years. But before that, there was a couple years there where we had a good stretch
where we were pretty fire.
But fun
Bills
fact,
Nation,
the last
baby.
time the Bills were 3-0, guess what their final record was?
3-12.
3-13.
3-13. Their final
close.
record.
That was very close.
Yeah. Still 3 more wins than Miami was.
A lot of people, I don't want to say a lot of people, but like people are taking the bets of, Bills going in and knocking off the Patriots.
No.
You guys buy that?
No.
You think it's going to be close though?
I think it'll
closer than close. I would see a close game because I do think the Bills are on the upswing.
By a field goal?
I could see the Bills actually winning the game, to be honest, in a weird way.
It's a sneaky pick.
It is, but I also
What time's the game?
Is it
1 o'clock?
Let's see. I got it pulled up. It's 1. It's a 1 o'clock.
That could be a Bills win. See, I don't think that my weird suspicion with it's in New England.
They're not. No,
isn't it?
Never mind.
Is it in New England?
I can't really tell here. Hold on. Let me just see the stadium. I just see at where is it? I don't know. No. Oh, New Era Field?
That's the Bills.
So.
Okay.
So 1 o'clock, I could see the Bills because the later in the day the game is, the less likely the Patriots are to lose. At night in Foxborough, they're not losing.
Yeah,
so
they ain't losing.
1 o'clock? Okay. We'll lose a 1 o'clock game.
But if I didn't watch any of the games and then on Monday somebody was like, "Oh yeah, the Pats, they beat them 45-0."
I wouldn't be surprised.
I would be like, that
wouldn't be surprised.
About makes sense.
But, see, I think the Patriots might have like 2, 3 maybe losses. I could see this one being one. Bills just go in there, play their hearts out, and get away with a field goal win.
Buffalo's solid. I know they've had an easy schedule, but Buffalo's solid. Which doesn't make me happy, but what are you going to do? I don't
Josh Allen, the truth. Dude.
Lose them all, baby.
Josh Allen, he's gotten better.
He has gotten better.
Which is weird.
Nobody's made as much improvement as Lamar Jackson.
Yo, I would take him over Kyle
He
Allen.
Looks
he's pretty crazy.
Carolina's got right now.
He's probably going to die.
Speaking of that, I just don't see why you would play Cam in the beginning of the season. We knew he was had a lingering issues, so just sit him out. Why? I don't understand.
I read a tweet. I saw a tweet today and read an article that accompanied the tweet, and I was going to mention it to you actually anyway. Somebody was talking the science behind the fact that the reason Cam Newton can't stay on the football field is because he's vegan. Because he has a vegan.
Is he vegan?
He has a vegan diet, and they were saying that
we need to talk to Tom
because Cam Newton's body is not appropriate for a vegan diet or some shit like that because of his injury history. And
get him some milk.
Yeah, his ability to bounce back from injuries is lessened because his body isn't operating at full.
I mean, that makes so much sense. That boy needs to drink some milk.
Milk. Get him some meat. Get that boy some meat.
But I read that today, and I was like, ooh, hot take.
That is a hot take. I mean, it totally makes sense.
He also plays
Tom Brady can do it because he doesn't get hit. He doesn't run.
Yeah, different kind of game. Brady never gets hit. All he has to do is keep that shoulder good.
Makes so sense.
Shoulder good.
That actually makes sense.
Runs,
fucking
Cam gets hit.
Who plays on Monday?
But I was just gonna ask you guys. Bengals Steelers. I was actually wearing a Steelers jersey today.
Go Bengals.
Steelers.
Go Bengals.
I think Cincinnati actually sneaks this one.
Let's go.
But it's gonna be a shit show. I think it's like 17-14. Like it's going to be bad.
Yeah,
I think it's going to be real bad.
Because
I was wearing my Troy Polamalu jersey today, and I was like, "Oh, you're a Steelers fan?" And I was like, "No, I just like the player. I've had this since I was like, 15."
That's a basketball thing. I feel like more than a football thing.
Yeah, but some of the the legends, after they're out of the league a long time, like you can just justify it.
Yeah, I mean, Jim Kelly's a legend. I'm not wearing a fucking Jim Kelly jersey.
Yeah, I liked him. Definitely not wearing a Polamalu.
With the curly hair, I had curly hair. I was like, man,
we're the same.
I could grow that if I just didn't cut my hair for 5 years.
I've been trying.
It's crazy. But
because of how terrible Miami is this year, I'm not actually actively cheering for them. I'm just cheering for whoever is playing the Steelers and the Texans. So I'm a fan of whoever that is.
Yeah, because Miami gets their picks.
So that Steelers pick looking real good now.
I mean, they're not going to end up. I don't think they're going to end up.
All these old quarterbacks.
I think it's going to be a top 10.
I'd love a top 10.
I think you're going to have 2 top 10 picks.
Who's the next old quarterback to
bet it?
Ben.
Bet it.
Go down.
Ben.
No, to go down.
Oh,
Ryan Fitzpatrick.
He's not the starter anymore, so we don't have to worry about that.
He's also not very good. So. What about
you put respect on Fitzmagic name.
Who else is old? He's still playing
Philly.
Good,
yeah, but could he break his leg?
He could get injured.
Yeah, but that could get injured. Anybody. Okay, so I'll give you Rivers. Rodgers is getting up there at this point.
He's like 32 though, like 35, I think. He's like younger than people think.
Like 37?
Here's a game to play, and it's gonna steal Jared's whiff, but it's also Jared's whiff.
You want to jump right into the whiff?
Yeah, touch the whiff, and this whoever you pick replaces.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
Okay.
So my whiff, I was thinking about this the other day, and I won't go into too much detail why, because it might give away a guess or a whiff from somebody. But I was thinking about how many TV shows or movies you watch that have a quarterback, and I was trying to think who is my favorite fictional quarterback of all time.
Now you're talking about favorite. But not in your opinion the best.
I'm talking about.
That's.
I'm talking about favorite. We can talk about best here or there, but I'm talking about your favorite fictional quarterback. Who's your guy?
Mine jumped out right away.
Okay,
who is it?
I knew mine, and it actually resembles one of the current quarterbacks who was a backup just weeks ago, and is now a starter down in Jacksonville.
Seriously.
And so my favorite fictional quarterback is Uncle Rico, baby. Bet you I could throw it over those mountains.
Wow, that's a really good one.
Hot take.
That movie, Uncle Rico.
I didn't see
throw power 99.
Got a better
It's probably like a 60.
Less than ideal. His throw power is just over them mountains.
Yeah.
Yo, but never an interception. You break those hands.
Well, if Coach would have put him in,
be state champions, no doubt in my mind.
No doubt in my mind.
Be swimming in a jacuzzi, bunch of women,
and
pile of money.
Yo, that stash though. Gardner, shout out Gardner Minshew. Keep on doing your thing.
If you had to replace one of these old quarterbacks, what system do you think you would fit best in?
What team?
Kansas City.
Kansas City for sure. But we're talking about these
Kansas
old
City.
quarterbacks that went down. Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh,
hands down. He's got the stash. He's got the style. The Steel City would.
It would just say Rico.
They do have cool people there.
They'd revolve around him. He's a working man, and he can slang it. And they're very good at drafting wide receivers. So just put those fast guys on the outside. Let Juju run. Bam. Deep bombs all day.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Alex.
Steelers, Uncle Rico.
Uncle Rico, that's a really good one. Mine, would be Willie Beeman.
So I had a feeling you were gonna go with Willie Beeman
from Any Given Sunday. Athlete.
Pure athleticism.
Pure athleticism. This dude is the
His name was Willie.
Lamar Jackson of
Willie Beeman.
Fucking.
He might be one of the most like gifted
fictional quarterbacks. Yes,
fictional quarterbacks.
Yes, very gifted.
And even if you like take the actor into like account,
Jamie Foxx is like 5'9", so.
You got Kyler Murray out there now. You got Baker Mayfield.
Baker's 6'1".
Yeah, no,
he is not 6'1", sir.
His combine height, I believe, is 6'1".
Okay, Kyler Murray's combine height that pushed him up the draft boards went from 5'9" to 5'10" and a quarter.
I mean, maybe he is 5'10" and a quarter.
Have you measured him?
No, but I stood next to Tony Romo one time when I was 16, and he came up to like my jaw. I swear to God.
Really?
Yeah, my dad took me to the NFL experience when the Super Bowl was in Miami, and when the Bears and the Colts played. And one of the things that I waited in line to do was to take a picture with Tony Romo. So I met Tony Romo. I shook his hand. I also talked to Warwick Dunn and
kickoff return for a touchdown on the opening kickoff.
Yeah, I was sick, and I saw Chad Johnson. He was still Chad Johnson at the time, like running and shit. It was cool.
still Chad Johnson.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was pretty tight.
But yeah, I'd have to go with
Willie Beeman.
Old Willie Beeman.
Okay.
And the team would be the Saints. Can you imagine him on the fucking Saints? On that turf? Just tearing shit up.
What teams do I have to pick from?
Just him running the read option with Alvin Kamara?
Panthers?
You could go to the Panthers. We'll say Aaron Rodgers goes down. You could go to the Packers.
All right.
You could go to the Pats if Tom Brady.
He could fit anywhere. He could fit anywhere.
Okay.
Just pure athlete.
Well,
that guy could fit anywhere. Jared's guy, he was wondering where his guy.
Okay, so
yeah, my guy fits one place.
I actually know. I know exactly where I'm gonna put my guy. So, my guy is Shane Footsteps Falco from Ohio State. I know he's a Buckeye. I'm sorry, but Footsteps Falco.
That's all right.
Did you see him in that Super Bowl though?
Did you see him in that Super Bowl? Stunk it up.
Yeah, he did.
You could smell it back in Wales, as I distinctly remember it being said. Footsteps Falco. Okay.
From the Replacements.
From the Replacements, for those who aren't initiated, which is one of the best football movies ever made.
Yeah, if you haven't watched it, recommend it.
He had all the arm talent. He had excellent footwork. He was a tough son of a bitch.
They called him Footsteps Falco.
They called him Footsteps for a reason. Smart, hardcore player. I mean, he was necking with cheerleaders before the game. This guy's got cojones on him.
Yeah.
Stamina for days.
He's tough.
Smart guy.
He gives great speeches.
Where would he fit
in?
Yeah, quicksand.
What are you most afraid of? And so I'm just gonna go with your boys, the Panthers. Actually, reason being, he would because
he'd fit in well there.
He'd have Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah,
he'd just be a check down guy.
Yeah.
Check down, but also
he likes his tight ends too, though.
He does, and he's got a Greg Olsen.
Greg Olsen still there.
If you could get Greg Olsen depth,
and we don't have we don't have a super duper great O line, so that footwork come in handy,
which he didn't have in the movie either.
Yeah,
offensive line wasn't that great, But
come in handy.
Can he have Clifford Franklin?
Clifford Franklin is looking for a new house.
I love that movie. Probably gonna watch that later now, but so I would go with Shane Footsteps Falco.
Now I want to watch Napoleon Dynamite. It's been a minute.
Real quick, if you guys had one backup, who would it be? Someone had to back that guy up at that place. Real quick.
Well, okay, it's not super quick, but I don't know his character's name, but The Rock played. This was almost my real pick.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
he was on that Tooth Fairy movie or whatever.
He was a quarterback.
And he was a football player.
He was a quarterback, which was a lie.
Yeah, no, he doesn't even look like one, but that's a good one.
But The Rock, he's the backup. If my starter goes down, put The Rock in, run him.
I'm gonna do Johnny Utah.
So another Keanu Reeves Ohio State quarterback.
I think that early in his career he had an addendum in his contract that was like, if I get to be an athlete, I want to be quarterback at Ohio State.
For the Ohio State. What a bitch.
So I'm gonna go with Johnny Utah or Matt Saracen.
Okay.
Mine would be Jason Street, but after the accident. Sunshine. Actually, no, not him, not Sunshine, not Ronnie Bass.
Rev?
Rev. Mike Winchell.
Yo, Mike Winchell.
From Friday Night Lights.
I want the real Mike Winchell.
All right, 28 Trojan Horse.
For state championship, baby. I love all y'all. I love all of them.
That is a tough son of a motherfucker.
How many times did we say that when playing
quarterbacks?
How many times did we say that exact line when we were playing like throw them up, bust them up at Wildcats games as children? 28 Trojan Horse. I love all y'all, baby.
You're fucking crying.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Great movies. Now I really want to watch like all of these again. Great.
I know. I'm gonna watch a football
movie now. Jared. I like that. But let's transition to something I don't like a lot, and that's people that think that their dog is very cute when it's obviously fucking ugly. Okay. And this doesn't just come out of the blue, even though I think about it a lot, because like I have some friends that they're like, oh my God, my cute dog. And it's like, your dog's not cute.
Yeah.
And it's not saying that I don't like I love all dogs. Like I'll pet them. I'll be like, my God, hey. But
not
like,
me.
They're not cute. They're not.
No, they're not.
So you can stop saying they are, because like they're not. But I saw this on Twitter either today or yesterday, and the inventor of the Labradoodle, you know what that dog is?
The fucking monster who crossbred these
It looks
creatures.
like a mop, okay? It's like a mop dog. He literally called it a Frankenstein's monster. This is straight out of the mouth of the inventor.
Inventor.
And that's what they called him, the inventor of the Labradoodle. He said it's his life's regret for creating this fucking monstrosity.
Cracks me up. That is life's regret.
Dude. Like nothing else in his life.
That's crazy.
Except for this.
It's so funny though.
And it just got me thinking about like how many people I know that like post pictures of their dog all the time, and they say, isn't she so cute? Isn't he the cutest? Like, oh my God. Like, It's like, no, I don't want to see it because I don't want to tell you. And one of these days I will, you know?
And
one of these days it's going to be enough. Like your dog's not
be
cute.
able to keep it back.
I'm just going to fucking snap.
Dam's going to break.
Just stop. And it goes along with like babies too, you know? If like, okay, stop shitting around. This is one of my biggest fears. Like if I have a fucking ugly baby, you know, because like I'm going to be truth about it. I'm not going to be like, look at my cute, my baby's ugly. And
no,
like,
you're not.
I hope
you're
that
not.
I probably won't, but like right now I fret. I'm afraid of making an ugly baby.
But you think that, see, I'm scared of that too, because I would just give it away or whatever. But
okay, just send it down the river.
Yeah.
Good luck.
You think that, but when you see your kid, you'll get blinders that are like.
I know that's what it is. It's blinders.
Cute. And
it's blinders.
See, you're gonna have a kid that is ugly.
No, come on.
I don't think you will because you're cute. But
yeah, I was a cute baby. Have a kid, you know.
If you didn't have a.
Nobody wants to admit that they're not a cute baby either. Have you ever? Every single person when they talk about being a baby is like, "I was a cute baby." I wasn't a cute baby.
No. I've met a few people that they're like, "No, I was fucking chubby,
I was a chubby baby,
sack of potatoes." Like someone literally said that to me.
I'm like,
well, at least you're honest.
So,
but I was cuter then than I am like now.
I just imagine
I was a cute kid,
a baby with like, both of your curls. Like hairs.
It was like blonde before, like I got real dark hair. Me and my brother were both like super cute kids, and then like I don't know what happened.
Wow, oh, dude, you're too hard on yourself. I think
cute.
So.
Thanks, man.
You'll probably have an adorable.
I think you're
kid.
adequately hard on yourself.
Yeah, my kid will be cute, unless I like just like hook up with some uggo.
Yeah,
and then nothing from me can beat that out.
Then you just pretend like it's not yours.
Yeah, then obviously that's not mine. Look how fucking ugly that baby is.
Look how adorable I am. Look how ugly that baby is. That's not mine.
Exactly. obviously not my kid.
Come on.
Obviously.
You see this fucking thing?
Do you see the resemblance? Because I don't.
My favorite part of it's super mean, but my favorite part of all the like Maury shows where they were trying to figure out who the father of the kid was is when when they would just start making fun of a baby and they'd be like, "Look at this ugly ass baby! Look at his chin, stupid fucking eyebrows!"
And I'm the like, baby's just like,
yeah, the kid just is like,
"Daddy."
Yeah, just like I don't know. Yeah, that's the worst. That's the worst. But it's so clearly like they have got like fucked up ears, and the dad has like fucked up ears, and it's like it's clearly your kid, sir.
It looks just like you.
You're ugly.
Is not my
the baby's ugly. Like I think it's easier to tell if it's your baby when like you're ugly and the baby's ugly. It's like clearly the defects. Like it has your same ugliness, but when like you're like average. And then, like, your baby's super cute, and it's like, I think it's mine, you know?
Yeah.
I think it's just easier to tell from, like, an ugly person and an ugly baby.
I don't know if it's more good-looking people that think their babies are cuter, or if it's ugly people that think their babies are cuter. Because
I've had ugly people. Because they don't want to admit they're ugly, because if they made something ugly, then they're obviously ugly.
But good-looking people are assholes. So they're
True.
Like, my kids are really good looking. Look at me. But an ugly person, I don't know, man. I've seen
that baby ugly. I hope
ugly babies. Yeah. And in the back of my head, I'm like, good God. What fucking creature made that? Because some babies are just fucking butt ugly.
They are.
They look like
it's not the baby's fault.
At the beginning. They look like squished old people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At the very, very beginning, 95% of babies are just real fucking ugly. And then once you get to like
they don't even have their eyes open
to the first year, then you could start really seeing like a baby's features. Yeah. And you're like, oh, okay,
you don't judge them right when they come out the womb. Like, you know, the doctor goes, fuck, he's ugly. God.
Good fucking. Oh my God.
Sorry. You want me to put him back?
Yeah, just put that thing back in. Another doctor needs to come in. Yeah, I don't need this ugly baby on my record.
I don't need this ugly baby on my record.
I only deliver cute babies.
You're gonna fuck up my ratio.
Yeah, I'm gonna put this baby back in. Get Johnny down here. He delivered 3 ugly babies last week. His record shot.
You're Dr. Ugly.
Yeah, I wonder if doctors do keep record of that. Just be like, another ugly baby, doctor.
Another ugly one.
Got the hands of the ugly, you know. He only delivers. God, but you know, I apologize to all the babies out there that are listening to the podcast because you're a cool baby.
Because you're so fucking butt ugly.
Go to sleep.
I bet there's some cute babies out there that listen. Shout out to you, babies. Thanks for listening. Tweet at us. I know, like your mama and daddy made you an Instagram account, so just DM us.
So that's a question I'm actually curious about. What? Is it personally? I think it's an asshole thing to do, but at what point? Because social media is a thing now. When do you like give your kids a social media account, or like do you run?
Well, but see, here's the thing.
I wouldn't either. I don't think you should necessarily. But
here's the thing: if you make it super duper private and only invite like your families and your friends that want to see, it's the modern day scrapbook. Like nobody does scrapbooking anymore. Everyone does Instagram, so I kind of understand it. But I don't understand when, like, you take your profile that I'm friends with you and just make it your baby's profile. Like, I'm going to have to unfriend you. I don't want to see that. Like, we're not that close. But if you just make a private one, invite your family, invite, like, your close friends who know the baby well, have seen the baby in person, I totally get it. That's fine.
But I don't want to see pictures of your fucking kid.
But if you take your account, make it your baby's account, you're getting deleted. You're hands down, you're getting deleted.
You're done. You're fucking done.
Like, we've met each other once, okay? Like, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it, but you're done. It's over. But I get it. Because it's the modern day scrapbook.
Do you get random, like, follow requests from people you went to high school with still?
Not high school, but most of them are just like Russian sexy girls that, you know, they're like, sex me up here.
All the time. And I'm delete, fucking block, leave me alone.
Yeah, all the time.
And I'll be like, oh my God, I got an Instagram follower. And then I'll look at it and it'll be like,
or when they send a message emoji. And I'm just like, ooh, maybe it's like a sponsor. Like, especially on our Instagram page, we get messages all the time. And I'm like, maybe it's a sponsor. Maybe it's someone that wants to be on the show. And then it's like in a message discussion with 2,000 other random men. And it's like, want to see my nudes? Click this link for a virus. And it's like, get the fuck out of here.
Then it is. It's like, want to suck my tits? Click this link for a virus.
But it's not even like, it's like broken English. Like whatever robot they created to like type this out. Horrible programming. Yeah. Because it's like, want tits now? Message for details. And it's like, what?
Fuck, that thing is there's people who get that who are like,
oh. Yeah, click. Ooh. MILFs in my area.
Let me hear those deets, though.
MILFs in my area want to have sex with me.
With me?
That's crazy. I gotta follow up on this.
Those things exist, though.
I gotta follow.
Online. What? Like the MILFs in your area want to have sex with you now.
Yes.
But how does it work? You know what I'm saying? Like
I mean, it's a virus.
No, but there's real websites for like connecting people like that.
Well, yes and no. They are real, but they're as real as like what's the one that you get on and like the webcam thing and you see dicks like all the time.
Oh, chat roulette?
You think it's like webcam?
It's sort of like that. There's this thing made for you to meet these certain people, but it's super rare to meet those people. You know what I'm saying? Like, you might get on and message this person, but it's most likely a fucking dude.
Maybe.
Or it's like some chick that's just doing it for money.
Exactly.
Do you remember when we used to pretend you were a chick on chat roulette?
No.
You don't remember that? You had a blonde
wig. I had my tits pushed together. I do remember it. Yep. And I'm like, I'm a dude. Yeah, I remember.
That's so funny. I would be typing in code, be up at the screen like this. I was like, and we would get dudes on there and people like, show more.
Baby, fuck yeah. And then I would just be like, I'm a dude. And I had like stubble beard and they would like click off.
Yeah. We were like 19.
That's so funny.
And it was the best when it was like just a dick because like I knew like they were like, fuck yeah. And then I'm just like, I'm a dude. And they like clicked off so quickly.
I'm a guy, motherfucker.
You're jerking off the fat man tits.
One guy was like, keep going.
Yeah. And they're like, yeah, show me more. And then like I click
and then
off
you got freaked out. You're like, oh fuck.
Yeah, that's super easy to like reverse it back on someone like that. But fucking ugly dogs, ugly babies, keep them out of my sight. I don't want to see them.
Ever. Never, ever.
But I'm just saying all dogs
go to heaven?
Yes.
No, they fucking don't.
No, they do not.
I know some asshole dogs.
No.
Dude.
Yeah. Probably no chihuahuas. Like 90% don't go. But there's that 10% of chihuahuas that do make it in.
Can I say, controversial hot take here? I get why people like dogs. I do. Dogs are sick. Don't get me wrong. But
they're nice.
The idea that like every dog is good is not a good idea.
Yeah, that's false. That's false.
That's not true. Not every dog is good.
And most of the time, it's the fucking small dog. It's the teeny tiny yappers that fucking just want to bite everything.
I fucking hate little yappers.
And you don't train them not to because it doesn't fucking hurt. It's just little pinchers and you can just get the fuck out. But you don't train them not to bite people, and so they just do it their entire life, and they're little assholes.
Yeah.
And they never learn. But when this giant-ass pit bull tries to nibble me, I'm just like, whoa, whoa, whoa. You gotta never do that, you know? So that's the difference.
I don't want the smoke.
Most of the asshole, like, mean dogs I've met in my life, they're small. They're small. Yeah. And annoying.
Yeah.
I don't like small dogs. I will pet them and I'll like treat them nice. Like I don't go around kicking small dogs. Don't blast me like that.
Lazy Day Podcast doesn't advise the kicking of dogs.
No, just kicking your grandpa down the stairs.
Yes.
For that sweet insurance money.
Yes.
Yeah, you can't get insurance money if you kill your dog.
That inheritance.
Yeah, no, you're not getting shit if you kill. You just gotta bury him.
Now you got to bury
in the backyard.
Dog.
Yeah. Which I have.
It's such a weird fucking
it is. Like there's no set pet cemetery.
This was part of my family for 15 years. I'm gonna go
bury it. Like what if just people did that, like with humans?
Well, what are you supposed to do with it?
I don't know.
Take it to a crematory.
I mean, I have 2 pets. I have 2 cats. If either of them died, I would get them. I would get the cat cremated. I wouldn't.
I would get Andy cremated or taxidermied.
Both are fucking weird.
Why?
I would go scrub style.
What do you do? Okay, what would you do with the dead pet?
Dude, I don't know.
Bury it in the backyard?
I have
just
no
throw it
idea
out
what
and just throw it in a dumpster? Like, where are you going with this, sir?
Fucking Viking.
Take it to the
funeral.
vet. Let him deal with it.
Take it to the vet. What? What do you think they do? They will burn them.
Heartless
bastard. That's what they do.
Fine. I'm not fucking putting my cat's ashes in a urn and bringing it back home.
You don't have to, but you can go dump it somewhere. You can go dump it in its favorite park.
So
but it's better than burying it in your backyard.
Stuffing it is weird.
Stuffing it is real fucking weird.
What if I just want to keep her with me?
That's weird. You're making it weirder.
It's like
all right, Norman Bates, chill out.
It's different. It's different.
I don't understand taxidermy.
I wouldn't do that. It's taxidermy? I don't know.
Yeah.
You just stuff it.
I think
it's
still
a stuffed animal,
right?
I know. But they dry it out and they
similar,
scoop everything out.
It's similar to the embalming process. It's like embalming for animals.
Yeah.
You know that's what they
like
do
a mummy.
Your body, right?
It's a mummified.
And yes,
so it's the same thing, except after the embalming process, they remove the organs and put in the stuffing.
Yeah,
but that doesn't last.
It's a mummy forever. It's mummy,
right?
Yes.
The skin is preserved
forever. You spray a little embalming
skin.
On it
skin is different.
You put the embalming
of an animal than of like a human. You know?
Yeah, that's true too.
Like we wear deer fur and like lamb fur and wool.
True.
Like
you're right.
Their skin and their hide is thicker and it can last a long time.
It's built to sustain. They just get.
It probably doesn't last like hundreds of years,
yeah.
But it lasts quite a bit, quite a long time.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's where I.
Did you guys ever have raccoon skin hats when you were kids?
Oh yeah, coon hats. Hell yeah. I've got one now.
You didn't have a raccoon skin?
Absolutely.
Like Daniel, looking like
you're
Davy
missing
Crockett?
out, man.
Daniel Boone?
Nope.
Yeah, you little roll up your pant legs, got your coon hat on, pretend that you're a hunter, even though we're in Bradenton, Florida.
Yep.
Yeah.
No.
Have y'all ever been hunting before?
No.
I've never been hunting.
I don't think I have it.
I got asked this today. I do.
What did he say?
What did I say?
What did he say?
He said
I said I do.
Do to what?
Like I could.
I don't
something.
have it in me to go hunting.
Oh, and he said
I could. I could.
I couldn't either. I couldn't kill an animal.
Not for sport, but like if we were gonna eat it, yeah, I could. You know, I mean, it's just like fucking fishing.
I don't fish.
Well, I don't fish either because it's fucking boring. But
it is.
I mean, if I got to shotgun shoot a fish, hell yeah, I'd go.
Jesus.
But sitting on a dock, just tossing a fucking floss with hook on the end of it.
That's the exact opposite philosophy of your hunting philosophy. So
I know.
You wouldn't go like for fun, but if you had to do it to eat.
Yeah. And I would do it. That's what I'm saying.
But fish, you wouldn't do it just to eat. You would go to just blast some fish.
What if you had to kill an animal with your bare hands, Corey? How big of an animal do you think you could kill with your bare hands?
Okay, let's save that for next week. That's a good conversation piece because I don't want to go too much longer here. So tune in next week for our conversation about
how big of an animal can Corey kill with his bare hands.
Well, not just me. Let's all talk about it.
Okay.
You know, see what we think. And I kind of want to maybe put out a question to our viewers and see what they think they could handle, or ask them what they think we can handle.
Oh,
yeah. For each of us, send a thing. How big of an animal could we take out with our bare hands?
Yeah, like do you think like I could take on an animal bigger than Alex because Alex has the wrestling background, but I'm a bigger person. I don't know.
Yeah,
I think you could finagle a more long-legged animal. Possibly than I could.
Mean, such a random answer.
I'm just saying. So get on our Instagram, get on our Twitter. Stay tuned for that question about which large animal we could all take on. and then we'll discuss that next week.
Large is an operative term.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like, obviously none of us could take on a gorilla. None of us could take on a rhino, but, keep that in mind, okay?
Oh my God, dude. I was
let it be reasonable.
Thick baby.
Yeah, but that's what I'm talking about. Like, keep it reasonable, guys, because none of us, we would get our limbs torn off so quick with a gorilla. But like I said, I don't want to go too into details with that question because we're reaching our time here. But I just want to thank you guys for dropping by the Lazy Day podcast this week. Hope we were a bit entertaining to you, and tune in next week, guys. You guys have anything else to add? No.
Okay.
Deuces then. Throw them up. Throw up the gang sign.
Peace out. Skaters.